What's going on, everybody? Dave back again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Master Grade P-Bandai Gundam Astray Red Dragon. And yes, that is a mouthful. If you guys ended up catching my live stream that I did last night, I did an unboxing, but I figured I would do an official unboxing for you guys that don't want to sit through all of that mumbo jumbo and me talking all country like this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through this real quick. I'm going to show you everything that comes in the box because I can't wait to end up building it. Now, this was a birthday gift from my best friend, which you guys might see him in the comments once in a while, Mr. Dead to Death. Thank you again, dude. I am super stoked to get this. So getting the box top out of the way there, with this being P-Bandai, there are no pictures on the side of the lid, anything like that. So yeah, what you see is what you get. Starting off, we've got the instruction manual, and as it says, Gundam Astray Red Dragon. In the instructions, you have all the runner layout, and you can see there are going to be a ton of parts that are not used. I will tell you right now, it does come with the parts to be able to make 2 swords, but the problem is there's only scabbard for 1. Though I think you can probably be okay without having both of them on there and having that extra one for maybe a kit that you want to customize because of the cattle witches that are on the back, which are basically giant ass swords. Moving on, you get the beginning of the build, the layout of it, and then what to clip, what don't to clip, blah blah blah. You get the beginning of the chest unit, continuation of the chest unit, head unit, arms, more arms, shoulders, putting all that part together, beginning of the legs, continuation of the legs, continuation of the legs, more legs, waist unit, putting everything together, beginning of the weapons, and these of course are the standard weapons, more weapon put together, blah blah blah, more weapons. You get a standard action base with it, along with the added arm to be able to do to hold up the cattle witches. And of course you got all it, and then you get the beginning of the back part unit, which flight unit, cattle witches times 3, more building of the flight unit, more building of the flight unit, more building of the flight unit, putting it on how to position all of the weapons and stuff on it, like the shield. I do like the fact that you can put everything on the side of it. That's kind of cool. You get the instructions for putting the alternative V-fin and the flare thing. I forgot what that's for. For invisibility cloak or neutralizing invisibility cloak, something like that. Then you get the beginning of the cattle witches, which there's 3, and it's kind of short instructions on how to end up building them, which is kind of good. They do make 3 different forms. You've got the small sword form, you've got the buster gun, I call it a buster gun, and then you get where you can attach them where they look like Thanos' weapon. If you haven't seen Endgame, don't tell anybody I said that. And you can do them in different positions. As you can see here, you've got these other little weapons. You can build everything and make one big massive one. And then, like I said, you get the little flight stand base, I guess you'd end up putting it. It's almost like a Figma stand for being able to hold up the weapon, because there's no way in hell that he's ever going to be able to do that. Backside, you get where all the decals, aka water slides, end up going, and you do get a couple of foil stickers. I'll show you those right now. And then you get the colors for painting it. Pretty basic. So for decals, you get 1 foil sheet, you get some eyepieces. These are for the head. I think these are for the head too, and the rest of these are for the cattle witches and stuff. Probably won't end up using any of them. I think these are kind of dumb how they ended up doing those. Just use a marker and color in those parts yourself. But with this being P-Bandai, you do get a sheet of water slides. Yay! Now I apologize ahead of time because I think I got some of these runners mixed up from last night's. So I think it's interesting. I don't remember on the blue frame Astray or the regular Astray. Most of this build is going to be just like those. Technically, if you already have a red frame built, you can just build the alternative head, because there are parts to make a different head in here, and then the cattle witches, and just slap those on if you don't feel like rebuilding a whole new red frame. But this is broken down into A1, A2, A3, and A4. I think it's kind of interesting how they end up doing it. I don't remember if they did that in the past one or not. But yeah, so you get a kind of dark medium gray over here. You get all of course, the red parts because, well, it's red frame. You get some clear green parts over here, and you get a face plate over here on the side. Runner B is in white. You get some armor pieces. You get low over here and sitting and standing position. Backside of the hands, just its and bits around the kit. Runner C1, you get 2 of. These of course are in white, and these are leg parts, waist pieces I believe on here. Just armor pieces all the way around. Runner D again is in red, and one of the things I do still kind of miss about both the Perfect Grade and the Master Grade is just how detailed that they ended up making the Astray. I do still really like this overall as a kit with details. Runner E1 you get 2 of. These are going to be internal frame parts generally, and a couple of external pieces. Runner F, red. Runner G, this is going to be your waist pieces, and they are in a lighter gray. Runner O you get 2 of, and again you have some of these pieces to be able to make the second scabbard, but you don't have the white part to actually make the second scabbard. You get feet pieces over here, nice details on the bottom. Runner P is going to be parts for the shoulder and then parts for the head, but these are going to be swapped out for the new parts. Runner Q is going to be the actual scabbard for one of the swords and pieces for that. Runner R is going to be chrome, and this is going to be both of your sword blades, so you do have the parts to be able to make the handles and stuff. So like I said, if you have another kit that you want to make all samurai like, you can use one of these swords for that. Runner S is in the usual crappy Bandai gold. These are going to be parts for the scabbard. Runner T, this is going to be parts for the weapons, the original backpack, which I don't think we use any of those parts, some detail parts, beam sabers that there are no beams for, yay, shield part, gun part, and clear green part, which I believe is for the gun. You get 2 runners of red polycaps, though you're only going to end up using about half of these, I believe. And now on to the flight pack and cattle witches. So with runner RA, I think it's kind of interesting. So all of these are in black, and they're a matte black. So that is actually kind of cool. You can see though you've got your normal swirly pattern on the externals, but I do like the fact that these are not in glossy, they are matte, so that's kind of cool. RB1, so this is going to be some of the internal parts for the cattle witches. RB2 and RB3. So these are just going to be duplicate parts, which are over here, and then secondary parts over here. So you get RC1, which is going to have your new V-fin over here, parts for the backpack, RC2, which is going to be duplicates of these pieces, and then RC3, which is going to be duplicates of just these pieces. You get runner H2, which I ended up missing going through the first run, and these are almost in a flexible, they're not poly, but they're not hard plastic. Runner RA2, which we ended up missing, this is going to be that beam effect for the head crest, which I actually really like. RA3 is going to be the new head crest, clear green for the head. RD1 is going to be a big white runner, and you have all the pieces for the new head, which actually looks more detailed than the old one. I actually really like this a lot and can't wait to show you guys this up close. You get rest of pieces for the head, I believe, over here. Cattle witch pieces. RD2 is just going to be a duplicate of the duplicate pieces, and then RD3 is going to be the triplicate of the pieces that are needed for the third cattle witch. RE you get actually 3 of, and there's only 4 pieces on each of these runners, and they are kind of in that crappy silver. You can see all the swirl marks and stuff in there. This one I haven't taken out of the bag, it's just the basic build stand, and this one is all in clear, and this is going to be the other attachments for the stand and then the arm to be able to hold up the weapons. And like I said, it's almost like a Figma type stand. Alright boys and girls, so there you go. That was the unboxing of the Gundam Astray, a Red Dragon. I keep wanting to say Red Frame, but it's Red Dragon. Again, thank you to my best friend for giving this to me for my birthday, and I hope to be able to get started on this and show you guys what it ends up looking like. I'm probably going to concentrate more on the cattle witches, because even though they're simple, they're the new part over the Astray. So we're going to take a look at those. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in and supporting the channel. If you like this video, click that like button. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Click over there. And as usual, I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, YouTube.